You're listening to Your Calm Parenting Path. I'm your host Nina, a mindful parenting coach and mum, here to help you go from overwhelmed and reactive to calm, confident and connected with your kids. This show is for parents who want to raise their children with more patience, less stress and a whole lot more joy. Because small shifts make a big impact and you can build the parenting life you've always wanted. If you want to see what I'm up to, follow me on Instagram at Mindful Parenting Lifestyle, and don't forget to hit follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. Let's get started. Hello and welcome back to Your Calm Parenting Path. Today on the podcast, I'm joined by Alia Sallam, a mindfulness coach and the creator of the Little Seeds of Mindfulness book series, which is all about helping children grow up with the emotional awareness and calm that so many of us are only learning as adults. I'm really looking forward to this conversation because her work is all about bringing mindfulness into everyday family life in a way that feels simple, practical, and natural. If you're someone who wants to raise kind, resilient kids while also staying calm yourself, I think you are really going to love this chat. So let's get started. Alia, welcome to Your Calm Parenting Path.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
To start us off, can you tell us a bit about yourself and what you do and how you came to create Little Seeds of Mindfulness?
You already mentioned I'm Alia. I'm a meditation guide and mindfulness coach, creator of Little Seeds of Mindfulness. And actually, it started really because I saw that those tools, like for me personally also, I did not grow up with them. And I thought I wanted to have something simple and playful for children to grow up with these tools. And I really believe like if kids grow up, noticing their feelings or learning how to breathe, for example, those are just one of the few things that they can learn with mindfulness. They're just going to be way better equipped for this life's journey as they grow up.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, 100%. What made you realize that so many adults don't have these tools to handle stress?
To be honest, I did a few like mindfulness workshops for adults. Not only that, but even for my friends, like people in my lives. Like I see how stressed they are, for example, or how much like there's a lot going on, whether it's at home or at work or whatever it is. I saw that they are not able to work with them, or they're not able to even breathe. Like no one knows that they can just take a breath and it will help
I know.
because no one told you that it can. And I just feel like all of this stress, people really don't have any of those tools to be able to bring themselves back to the present, or to really be centered and more grounded. Like I didn't see that people have that, and I thought that's why I saw this huge gap.
And as a mindfulness coach, it's something that I guess over time starts to become natural to us, and we forget that it's not something that everybody knows, that everyone can rely on.
Exactly. Exactly.
You don't know what you don't know. And so I guess what you're doing is trying to spread the word to let people know, hey, you've got this tool. Everybody's got this tool. It's called the breath.
Yep. Exactly.
And we can use it to help us in those stressful moments. So how does this, this lack of the foundational tools, how does that come up in parenting? How does it show up in parenting and affect the way that parents parent if they don't have those foundational skills?
To be honest, from what I've seen in general, usually it shows up that they don't have a patience or something like that. Like one small thing and they just snap. And this is completely natural, of course, because when you're already stressed and then one thing happens and then it just blows up, and then you start yelling or you do things without being conscious of it. And then you start feeling guilty and you promise that tomorrow will be better. But in reality, this is a cycle and it will keep happening without mindfulness.
Yeah.
This is where mindfulness comes in, basically. It's not about being perfect. It's not about being this perfect angel parent that never blows up. No, it's just literally about catching yourself. Like this 1 second that you notice that this is what's happening in that moment. And then you start to catch yourself in that second and you are able to respond rather than react to what's happening. So that gives you time to actually, even 1 second to just pause and then start to answer, respond.
Yeah. Oh, this is music to my ears. And I'm nodding along so much as you say this, because this is exactly what I teach my clients and what I try to share with the audience of your Calm Parenting Path. It's not about being perfect.
Exactly.
It's about stopping in those little moments and then responding in a different way instead of the traditional way that we might do otherwise. So that's amazing. I love that you're doing this work. Your vision is to make mindfulness a natural way of being for children. So I really love your idea of helping kids grow up with mindfulness as something normal, not just something we do when things go wrong. So what would change for the next generation if children learned these skills from the beginning? I like to say that, mindfulness is as regular as brushing your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. I think the biggest change would be that we wouldn't have to, like, when you grow up, you wouldn't have to unlearn everything, basically, that you learned your whole life. So this is one thing, unlearning all the old habits. They will not have to do that. They will already learn these skills from a young age, and that mindfulness isn't like a fix, but it's more of a foundation, that it's something, a way of life that they already are used to and accustomed to from a young age. And they will grow up understanding their emotions, learning how to take a breath, learning how to calm themselves when everything feels so chaotic outside. Not only that, but you can also learn more about kindness, to yourself, to others, self-compassion. So there's a lot of things that follow with mindfulness, and it's incredible to see that. And kids will already grow up part of this world that will already have that. Like, this will be their natural way of being.
Yeah, that's absolutely beautiful. I think we have such great desire for our kids to learn all these skills, and remembering that they don't have the proper prefrontal cortex to be able to put them all into action now, but practicing and using the skills now as they grow up, it's only going to build and build in strength, isn't it? So they can access all these tools when they need to.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's talk about your book. You have got a beautiful little book series called The Little Seeds of Mindfulness. And you sent me a copy, and my boys have read it and they really, really liked it. It's got beautiful illustrations. It's got beautiful practices. It's got beautiful prompts for parents. They loved it. What inspired you to create this series, and what were you hoping children and parents would get from reading these stories together?
Well, I wanted to move away from the idea that mindfulness is just an activity to do, like something to tick off your list, but I want it to be a way of being. And my hope is that these stories would give this foundation, like a shared language in the home for the kids and the parents and everyone in the home.
Yeah.
Rather than just another thing that the kid is learning. I want it to be more practical, something to be used in their daily lives. And when a family reads this together, they have a chance to grow together as well. So this was the whole idea, to better understand themselves, to better understand one another and connect with one another.
One of the little stories that I loved was the giggle circle. It was all about how laughing together can...
It's my favorite.
It's just beautiful. This little bunny is just giggling and he can't stop, and it's all, kind of transfers to everyone around him. It's gorgeous. So why is it important that parents learn these skills alongside their children? Because one thing I noticed is that, as I mentioned, your book is not just for children. It's actually for the whole family, something that they can do together. Yeah. Why is it important to you that parents are part of this journey as well?
Because, to be honest, I don't think it can work one-sided, because children are watching all the time what adults do around them. They are picking up on the energy and the behavior in the home. And this works way better than telling them what to do, because for them, they are more intuitive to this energy that's around them. And if the parents are on this journey too with them, and they are actually using those tools on a daily basis in the real world, and then this becomes not just a lesson in a book, but it becomes something that they're seeing it all the time in front of them. And it becomes like this shared experience, and it feels more natural to join in for the kid to see, okay, this is how you respond, this is how you're dealing with it, then, oh, maybe this is something that I can do as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just about growing together as a family and connecting together and having this shared understanding and language with each other.
Yeah, I love that. One of my favorite quotes is that children are not good at doing what we say, but are good at doing what we do.
Exactly.
And so just
Yeah.
by learning alongside them, if we just read them the book and stop there, it doesn't have as much impact, does it? As if
Exactly.
we're role modeling to them the actions that they can take and showing them how to apply it in everyday life. So it just becomes the norm.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, tell us about your bigger vision for the Little Seeds series.
Yeah, so now it's really just the beginning. I only just published the first volume out of 5 for the Feelings and Emotions collection. And overall, I have planned 22 collections.
Wow.
10 would be for the ages 2 to 6, or like the younger group in general.
Yep.
And those are more like the foundation books, exploring themes also like kindness, nature, everyday mindfulness, and tools that they can navigate their outer world
Beautiful.
and finding senses like of joy, of calm in everyday life. And then as they grow older, I have also planned like 12 collections for the ages 6 to 9
Nice.
that dive into the inner world. So it's more like more deeper topics, like understanding how the thoughts work, or listening to their intuition, discovering their personal values, or finding their own voice. So my goal is to have like this complete series that it's not just a collection of stories, but it's a toolkit for the mind, for the heart, and something that they can carry for the rest of their lives.
Oh my gosh, I feel like these books need to be in the school curriculum. Include them on the book list, please.
I hope so one day.
That would be amazing.
Maybe.
I love the journey that you're taking these kids on so they can start when they're young and they can get the foundations, and then as it grows and grows and grows, and they would have embedded the original lessons or the original stories, and then they can move on to the harder stuff. Excellent. Let's get on to some practical tips now. So are you able to share some simple mindfulness practices that families can try together as an introduction or a continuation of what they're already doing?
Yes, of course. There's something that I'm always telling everyone, and this is something that I've practiced myself when at a time I had a lot of anxiety. So this was the one thing that was grounding me, and it's the 5 senses check-in. So it's just about basically using your 5 senses to be in the present moment. Because when you're really in the present, you're not able to be in your mind and spiral. So it's all about bringing yourself back to the present.
Why don't we do this as an example for the listener so we can go through it together?
Okay, sure. We can do it.
Now,
yes.
Listener, if you're driving, please don't do this activity. Please concentrate if you've got any tasks that need to be attended to. But if you're able, I'd love it if, Alia, you could take us through this practice together now. That would be wonderful.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So we can start by just pausing, and you can start by saying 5 things that you can see right now. So right now I see a coaster, my computer, a water bottle, office chair, and a fan.
Nice.
So this is something that can ground you. And 4 things that you can touch. So I can touch my computer again, and headphones, and microphone, and a table. And we have 3 things that you can hear. So right now, I can hear some kids playing outside. I can hear some sounds from the headphones. And I can hear my dog breathing next to me.
Lovely.
And that's 3 things. And then 2 things that you can smell. I smell the cookies that I just baked.
Yum.
And I can smell a bit of dust.
Bit of dust.
Yes. And then one thing that you can taste. I can taste the coffee because I just had a sip of coffee earlier.
Nice. So we go through the 5 senses, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I love that.
Exactly.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, and this automatically grounds the child, or you actually. You can do this as slow as possible or do it together, and it brings a bit of calm into your life.
And I imagine if you don't have much time, you could just choose one of those senses, couldn't you?
Exactly. Yes,
Mm.
yes. Mhm.
Perfect. Okay, so for all my guest interviews on your calm parenting path, I always ask, can you suggest a small shift that a listener can make that will have big impact on their family's emotional well-being?
Yeah, of course. It might sound not very straightforward, but for me, the most important shift and the most simplest is to notice. It's something that can be done at any situation, at any time, any point of day, whatever it is.
Yeah.
There's nothing actually that needs to be done. You don't need to fix anything. You don't need to do anything. Whatever is happening right now, you can just pause and notice. Just notice what is going on. Notice the feeling. Notice it can be the feeling in your chest if there was so much stress outside.
Mm.
Just noticing what is going on in that moment. Notice the present. That's it. That's all I can say.
Oh, I love it.
Because for me, this is the easiest thing that you can do right now. Just notice, and you will even start to feel calmer, and you will be more like an observer of that stress that you have instead of being inside the stress.
Yes.
So just notice it.
I love that, being an observer instead of being
Yeah,
inside it. Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
exactly.
Awesome. Alia, thank you so much for your chat today. I'm so excited to share your beautiful books with my audience here. And I will put links in the show notes for anyone that wants to grab this series.
Mhm.
Where can people find you? Where can we learn more about Little Seeds of Mindfulness, find out when your new series are coming out, and where can they connect with you?
Mostly on Instagram at Little Seeds of Mindfulness. Feel free to come by, say hello, have a chat, or if you have any questions, I'm happy to just talk. And you can always grab a copy or find more information on at littleseedsofmindfulness.com, where there are the current books. There are also a lot of free activity and coloring resources. You can download them.
Oh, yay.
And yeah, and you can keep an eye out for future collections when they're released.
Oh, beautiful. Oh, Alia, thank you so much. It's been so good to talk to you. And I'm sure so many listeners can resonate with the message that you're sending and have the same kind of values and passion for their family. So thank you so much. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Thank you so much.
Take care.
Thank you.
Oh, wasn't that such a wonderful conversation? Alia's passion and her dedication and commitment to spreading mindfulness is so engaging. She had a smile on her face throughout that whole interview. I love talking to her. Now, if you want to learn more about mindfulness, please pop on over to Instagram, follow along. She does some great posts, and as she mentioned, she's got some great resources on her website as well. So take a breath, notice what's going on around you, and I'll see you next week on your calm parenting path. Take care, my friend. Thanks for listening to Your Calm Parenting Path. I am so glad you're here. And I hope this episode gave you something useful to take into your parenting journey. If you'd like to dive deeper, sign up to my mailing list at mindfulparentinglifestyle.com.au for more tips and insights, or book a free chat to learn how we can work together. And don't forget to hit follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. I look forward to speaking with you next time on Your Calm Parenting Path.